What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. In this particular video, I will be reviewing the fantastic show, recapping the fantastic show of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Season 4, Episode 4. A shout out to my YouTube fam, and let's get into this. First, we're going to start out with the serious subject matter, which happens to do Tierra and her, alcoholism. We have Nia and Moniece. They invite Cisco over there to talk to him, whatever. Basically saying, they even ask him a little bit like, how, have you noticed like the changes about basically how her drinking problem is, taking over and how it's dangerous. And, they're thinking about doing like some type of intervention or something like that. Or something like that. Or basically thinking like suggesting to try to convince her to go to rehab. And, he, it's kind of like this, he's like, okay, whatever. But at the same time, they did ask this. They like, well, I think Moniece was the one asking, like, well, do you love her? He's like, well, I'm careful, like, whatever, I ain't gonna push out of bed after I fuck her. That's pretty much what he was giving us. But at the same time, he cares for her, but he ends up wanting to do something else because they're saying we're going to do one thing with or without you to help our friend, okay? Because we're seeing her going down spiral. He like this, he'd been a little bit turned up with her in New York or whatever, but this, behavior, that they're talking about, what we will know later on in the episode, is that he's not seeing what they're seeing. Even Tierra considered that she's not having accountability, not accepting that she has an addiction, is not going to accept it neither. So next thing they're talking about whatever, and he's, they're discussing basically what's going on. He was like, basically asking how she's doing, how she's feeling. And they go in eventually the conversation, and she admits that, how she's doing because of her career and everything, stressing her, she does turn to the bottle. That's actually admitting indirectly that she does have a problem. And Cisco admits like, well, I used to deal, with alcohol addiction, addiction to prescription pills. So that was surprising considering that, how usually people the outside looking in sometimes can tell you better about your own situation or about yourself that got something to do with you, but not when they look in the mirror, that'd be the last person they accept needs to change sometimes, or sometimes it's harder to see, but everybody else can see for you. So, that was pretty interesting. So for him not saying the sign just because he's involved with her now, that I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking like, that means the other couple, the seasons when he's been at New York, whatever. Have we ever seen Cisco with a drink or anything? Because most people I know, usually if they go for like sobriety, such as, have sobriety or, are, sober, they usually like try to stay away from the thing period that gave them the addiction sometimes, or reduce it, or just leave it alone, go cold turkey, go all together, or just leave it alone. So I kind of do wonder what was the techniques of what he did to go to stop his alcoholism, because he ends up taking her to a spa. Because first I thought what he was going to say, because he said later on like, Nia and Moniece have not helped her friend. I want to do something about it, whatever. Then Tia, of course, is thinking like, well, I don't really have alcoholism. She said in confessionals, everybody else got a problem, blah, blah, blah. It's the toxic people I'm around. And they, but even though she admitted, like I said in the beginning of the episode, and also on that same thing, she's like, I love you. And she said a couple times, he never said, I love you back. Keep that out too. And he realized, even though she makes him upset sometimes, he can't. He can't stop, stop, having feelings for her or being mad. He can't keep being mad at her. You know what I mean? So, like I said, she sits here, gets some IV. She in the spa, because when they look at the title of the screen, I'm looking like spa. I'm thinking when he's taking her somewhere, maybe he's taking her to a primary physician, like an outpatient type of program, and some alcohol nights or something. And then when they go, like I said, they go to spa treatment, and if there's something for like everything from dehydration and jack laughs or something, some type of solution that's being inserted into her body through an IV, to do that, y'all. And I'm just like, oh, this is not going to end. Because like I said, they, to a certain point, both of them, especially Tierra, does not believe that she has a drinking problem. Okay, so I'm like, ooh, this is Okay. Enough of that. Okay. So the next storyline we have, I just want to get it into real quick. It's really, I know Keisha Cole's a little bit separate because we got A1. Let's go to A1. Lesser Sky, A1, whatever. Okay, we just gonna put it all together. So Solo Lucci, whatever his name is, he, started a recent relationship with Lesser Sky already. She thinking she pregnant. The pregnancy test turned out negative, because she hasn't seen him about a week. So she meet him at the script club and tells him about it. And she, he asked her how she feel. And she basically is like this, she ain't ready to have kids, and she don't want to claim to fame to be that she got pregnant by a rapper. I was like, I don't know why I felt like she was going to say Masika in the confessional after saying that comment, but she left it alone for that second. And so she wants the children, she wants the children and the commitment, she wants the ring, she don't just want the name tattooed on the body, you know what I'm saying? So she wants something more than that. He ain't got a tattoo her, but I'm just saying as far as like, she really, she wants the last name, okay? And she's, just still getting her career together and everything else so forth. So I guess his baby mama, child's mother, whatever, has been mad, and he claims in the his confessional, and talking to her that he's moved on. Basically, she crazy. I don't know what she's talking about, type of thing, and he'll handle it because it's like, I'm getting sick of that bitch bothering me. So she's been up here like this, sending angry emojis and shit, probably to her, talking about some, I'm going to fuck you up, and I'm fucking up my attitude. You. Angry emoji, punch you back. Okay, whatever, So, later on, we kind of see her and Nikki Baby, is makes an appearance because she's, got some new clothes in her and her collection line, and they're modeling, and all of a sudden the girl comes there. Her name's Sarah, and somehow she has traveled from ATL to come there to basically confront Alexis. We don't know how she got past security. Read the script. And she just basically confronted her, but she ain't, and Alexis still saying like, I didn't start messing with him after y'all was over with, so I don't have a problem. But she like this, how this goes. Okay, y'all know the scenario. Bitch, you fucking with my man, beget you, blah, 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 this and that. I'm gonna mess you up, but she don't get to her. The security takes her out, because Nikki's like, this is pressing my time, and this is on my money. And I do agree about that, because like I said, and I would check the security too, because if this story is really real, I would be like this, like, who paid, so who gave somebody who $50 to let her through the back door, and she was able just to walk in? What did she say? She was going to be the extra model in the thing? What they thought she was going to be, posing in panties and baby oil? That's what we just was wondering, because the girls in the back were just like, okay, what is going on? We didn't sign up for this, Text us about help. But I'm just saying, they were all confused, but they ended up taking her away. So now Nikki Baby like, that's some BS. Because Nikki Baby did try to say to both of them what she did. Like, y'all need to be mad at the man. Obviously, he lied to y'all, whatever, and blah, blah, blah. Because let's guys, like, basically keep saying, I was not messing with this man. I thought y'all weren't together. And whatever. And, she based, like I said, Miss Sarah is up and getting mad, whatever the case is, blah, 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 to take her out. So, that goes by. So, I guess Alexis she told Nikki that she's going to confront him, whatever, which we'll see next week and how that goes now. So, she's basically like, also, too, that he's dead to her. Now, y'all, let's get into the A1 sauce. Too much sauce. And that scarf, because Keisha Cole will go bring up the scarf. He switched to pearls. First, the pearls came because he was also in another scene where this Bobby, oh Lord, I was about to say Bobby, wrong video. I was about to say Booby. Why did I say Bobby? Lord forgive me. Booby and Brooke are Valentine are about to meet up somewhere. Booby's been working on some material. Book is still kind of mad at Marcus, but she don't know it's kind of like you're in between. I don't know if I should stay. I don't know if I should go type of feeling. And she gonna meet up with Bobby. And of course, we have the regular thing with something's about to go down scene. And I say something about to go down scene is it's usually take place, and I notice a lot of times reality shows, and maybe a lot of times, especially recently, sometimes in the favorite movie scenes, something about to go down because y'all meet each other and it'd be dark and it'd be a car. At least one car in the picture as well. And you got some scenery in the background. Sometimes it's a bonus. And y'all ain't sitting there chilling in the car, maybe smoking weed, listening to radio, somebody smoking a Newport, something like that. Y'all just chilling in the car or nothing like that. Y'all ain't sitting there looking at the park, looking at the trees, nothing. Just that. It has to be something about somebody's either caught up where y'all exchanging some money, y'all about to, pull up on somebody, y'all discussion indiscretions, y'all about to hook up, started hooking up, I meet you on the weekend. Y'all, that's a song, SZA. Go listen to that. Something. I'm just saying, it's always something's about to happen. So this something that's about to happen scene, we see more of the traction of Boobie, and he wanted Brooke to listen to something, and he trying to sing type of rap, and I mean the beat is kind of decent, and then Brooke started, singing in, freestyling, singing, and I'm like, this would be a good song. Just have her do about at least 85% of it, and have him do that. Maybe he can be in the chorus, and she just that could work out. But she don't know. Like I said, but Boobie's trying to tell her, he about to miss out on a good thing, blah, blah, blah. But she don't know she can work with him because, her and Marisa have this music chemistry as well. Even though Boobie has these feelings, she has these feelings. Like I said, something about to happen, whatever. But they ain't gonna cross that line. So next scene, we see Mr. Marcus. I hope I'm saying that man's name right. You know how I am with names, y'all. Y'all been with me for a minute. But he rented out, he got flowers, he got, some nice wine, whatever, I don't know, it's Moscato or not, and he, got the little pool. He invites her over because here he's apologizing about divorce, but he still is not bringing up the Jade. He just like, well, the other day with Jade, whatever, blah, 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 my bad. He didn't exactly say that, but he kind of was trying to somewhat play that off. He still was trying to make it seem like the major problem was, and the only problem is the fact he was still married. Like, oops. So she's just kind of feeling some type of way, but she's like, thank you for the flowers, and that's nice, whatever. But you know what? Even if I had some panties on, it wasn't my coochie, basically breathe. I wouldn't even pull them down for you. I'm about to go work in the studio for Boobie. So, Marcus got that look like, okay, oh, you really about to do that? Oh, okay, whatever. But she's like, you know what? Thanks for the wine. I'm about to go. So Marcus in the confessional feels the type of way, like, oh, okay, Bass about to go somewhere with some draws and book with little Boo Boo, Boo Boo, whatever, and his career ain't taking off and blah blah blah, whatever. So whatever. But he feels, of course, some type of way, even though he's been doing dirt. He's been rolling around the same, Pigpen from Charlie Brown and all of them, but still he is mad because now Brooke feels about it. She came over, had the best, her best lip gloss going. Her hair's been very nice this season, whatever. But again, she goes to Studio Bar and they sitting there, and again it's back to, I don't know what we should do. It look like she can take in the bottom of the head, but they're talking. She's been respecting the fact that Boobie and Keisha's, marriage or whatever, but he's, Boobie's like, I've been separate a long time and we're about to get divorced, and here Brooke bad time in her confessional, like, yeah, and they just sitting there looking at each other, vibing, and it kind of ends scene and closes, so you don't know what's going on. But Marcus goes meet A1 in his advanced was he wearing those purses? I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I haven't watched the first 3 episodes. I've been looking at my regular YouTubers that favorite ones that I enjoy, like, watch, and he just evolved the pearls. He just get next level up, okay, on the pearls, but he's talking, and Solo Gucci is there, and Marcus talking about that stuff, and they even thinking like, ooh, he's Keisha Cole. I don't know. That A1's telling us that he is meeting with Keisha Cole tomorrow. And even though, of course, he was thinking about, because we all know how Lyrica does not want him to work with anybody except her. But he's thinking like, well, it's still not good. That's some money. And then on top of that, it's not like somebody's trying to sign to his label. That's just working on the record. And then you got Susan Moody talking about his, this Alexa Sky thing and all this other stuff. And, he like her, I guess, whatever. And then his baby mama on some other stuff. But, whatever. She crazy. She crazy. And that's when we go to the next scene, couple scenes later on in the episode where, Sarah comes in there on cue, just trying to start some shit. Or, try to beat Alexa's ass, So, whatever. So, then we have this last part that, so I think, like I said, I pretty much went through damn near all the episode as is. So, Masika is talking to this new person that's coming on the scene named Mr. Ray. They in the nail spa, getting them pedicures and stuff. And she's talking about her launch party for her makeup line, right? And so, who she's considering, of course, inviting. She, of course, feels some type of way because about the Zale thing. And she, is talking to him about who to invite, and basically he also supposed to make charges. She was about to invite Zale again. How they had that little fallout that, Mr. Ray's gonna, like I said, he's supposed to be over and set up this lounge party and even invite Zale, but basically keep him in line type of thing. Okay. By the meantime, around this time, Zale is meeting up with Keisha Coles before, like I said, A1 and her meet up in her AR. AR sends up the meeting between A1. Her AR says so to me with her A1 and Keisha Cole talk, so they're agreeing to mix up this record ASAP, I guess the last part of the album to get that final touch. Okay, that's what A1 is on. Okay, that's what I was talking about. The part Keisha was talking about that rabbit fur multicolored scarf. Yeah. That stood out. Keisha Cole even said, "Oh, that's a nice scarf," or something like that. She said it to him. But A1 style always been different. So, anyways, around that time, Zale also meets up with Keisha Cole. Like they're about to get a launch party, get this new album, she has a new record label, so forth. And Zale also talks a little bit about the situation with Masika last week, whatever, and then talk about Alexa Sky, apologize, whatever. And then even when Zale started going into, Keisha likes him as a friend, but she's also like, he's an a-hole. They up there looking at clothes, what she should wear, blah, blah, blah. And, just telling her what's going on with that stuff. Okay. So, like I said, Masika was talking to Mr. Ray and talking about this party coming up and who she's inviting and all this other stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then we fast forward to the party. Now, Moniece and Zale is... Of course, y'all, I couldn't find the charger and damn battery, battery went low and camera died. Well, yeah, we were back to Eva's upcoming event of her new makeup line, cosmetic line, whatever. And so we fast forward the party. Even though Zale's been invited, like I said, Moniece and him are up there, taking pictures, blah, blah, blah. Well, Zale come over, like, hey, I'm so happy you came, blah, blah, blah. Zale, like I said, Zale is already thinking, like, he's going to make up a Masika thing and everything, going to be semi-back to normal, whatever, right? No. Because she was like, okay, well, I'm about to go off with my real friend, okay? And you're like, huh? Excuse me? What was the purpose of inviting me here? What, whatever, So she goes, leaves out Moniece and takes her somewhere else, far away, whatever. And, all of a sudden, Mr. Ray decides to start talking, announcing about, I guess, cosmetic line, like, thank you for everybody for coming, stuff like that. So Zale decides to come on Zale, I don't know what Kim said. Zale decides to be like, you know what, this is making me sleepy. He makes me sleepy. This event is a sleepy. I could have been home, doing something else or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being here, because it was the purpose of inviting me if you still got a problem with me anyway. You know what I'm saying? So he like, you know what, I'm about to take a nap right here on this table. Anybody got a pillow? Anybody got a comforter? A fluffy robe, something to just lay on me right now because I'm ready to go to sleep, okay? And he just laying around and have damn products all here and stuff. He all just laying on whatever. And they did do a close-up again. Like, he was saying, like, Masika got Master Ray, or the one promoting this whole event. But what is here? All he got is 2 tables, a cloth from the Dollar Tree, and that's supposed to be the display. Now, maybe there might be more to bonus clips that I'm probably not going to watch. But it was true. They just focused and zoomed in that the only thing that seemed to be at the party besides drinks and people was this particular table with Masika's cosmetic line. There was nothing else that was presented. Not even a picture of her, somebody look up something, okay? No, not even Mary Kay samples. Nothing. Just nothing else. So it made it seem like that's all they had to offer. I mean, it wasn't a drop of glitter. Nothing. Just, So he just on the table. Then, of course, Miss Red, like, how mature Zell is. It was like, whatever. This is some BS, blah, blah, blah. And it's Mr. Ray and Zell is going back and forth, blah, 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 blah. It get a point like, Mr. Ray is like, here we go. Mr. Ray's like, basically, you're mature, you're trash, and just like, forget you, blah, blah, blah. And he throws something, I don't know, it was some of the cosmetics, the lip glosses, or something, or glass, because the angle where he had, you just see something splash. But I think glass too towards him. And, Masika's like, okay, that's it, security. And Zell's just going, Zell's still talking, Mr. Ray just going back, blah, 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 blah. Now, Masika, of course, is mad at Zell as well, but also bad more so Mr. Ray, because he said he was going to handle it and basically keep himself as cool when this happened. And they just go back and forth, and that's how the episode kind of ends. So it's going to be dun 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 dun, because now Masika's just like ticked off about her vent going wrong, and both of these guys sat there and just went back and forth. But that was a chance anyway, number one, of it happening more so, because the conflict, but it's the fact that you're bringing him there. Not to say that makes it right, okay, but it was like, this was the saddest part. Is was that the biggest part of the night, was them getting into it and Zell sitting on the table, and they about to go, hit on each other, whatever. But but it wasn't just me, y'all, or somebody had rewinded. But was it the part where, when I didn't first recognize Nia with all the blonde, all this hair just everywhere, when he wasn't that her when he was talking about the event, how boring it is, blah blah blah, was she laughing, kind of agreeing, was he was the one, he basically making fun of the event and all this other stuff, and was she kind of laughing with Zell? Because I was like, and then once I realized when he went to go talk to Secret Walt when the stuff went down, like, huh, is that Nia? Was she laughing at that? Okay. But anyways, y'all, that's pretty much the end. Just that happened, like I said, to be continued next week. Marcus. So I'm kind of wondering, or was it, I didn't see it in the preview, but is Marcus and Booby gonna get into it? Next time we will find out this episode. But yeah, y'all, this episode was this leading on to something else. But yeah. And I'm kind of wondering they're going to bring Jay back. But we will see. But anyway, y'all, hugs and loves. I hope you have a pleasant week, pleasant day, pleasant night. And I will see y'all next one. Hugs and loves. And I will definitely see y'all. Take care. I'm about to take myself to bed. And night, everybody. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's been, if y'all watched the other video, like I said, it's been a year since I did a review. So, work with me here. Work with me. Love me. Anyway, y'all, take care.